Well, thank you. Well, I'm KB with Nerdophiles. Lovely to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so I will dive right in. So if last season's theme was really about, reconnection with friends and, for Jules, it was also reconnecting with herself after kind of a heartbreaking breakup. What do you feel like this season's theme is? And I'll start with you, Michelle.
Well, I'm new to the show myself. And my first conversation with Jordan was as a fan. I loved this season one, and I loved the inner world and outer world that she created with all these female friendships. But she said that what she had thought about it for quite some time because we were in a pandemic, what she wanted this season to be about was growing up without growing apart for this friend group. And I just knew that had so much richness. There was such a nugget of so much good stuff, sadness and happiness and a lot of personal growth in that.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And for you, Jordan, something that actually, Michelle, you just mentioned, what I really do love about the show is that while there are romantic kind of relationships happening for the characters, they don't overshadow or overpower the true love story, which is really between the girls. So, how important is it for you, and was it for you just when creating this show, to balance really making sure that the core four are truly at the center of the love story while they're still able to explore kind of who they are and who they want to be as partners?
Yeah, I think it's all in like the sort of the framing where is like, we just know that like the North Star of the show is the friendships, and like, that's really at the heart of it. So when telling a story about somebody in a relationship, it is through the lens of what does that do to your friendships, or how is that seen from your friend group's perspective? So, there's a lot of different ways to tell a story about somebody having a fight with their boyfriend, right? Like there's a lot of ways for that to be from the perspective of the people in the couple. But the way that we'll do it on Dollface is that moment when your friend is spiraling about her boyfriend, how do you be a good friend to her? Like that is the angle that we'll take on that. So I think it's all about seeing every story from the angle of this friend group and like from it really coming from their perspective.
Yeah, I love that. That's actually one of my favorite things about the show, truly. And so for both of you, this season, there is a lot of pressure that Madison specifically, and sometimes Jules, kind of really puts on themselves about achieving certain things by the age of 30. And listen, I'm in my mid 30s, and I wish someone would have told me in my 20s how exceptional your 30s really are, and how like you truly become yourself and how you're living in that. So how much of the storyline kind of involving this particular just race to the finishes of becoming 30, which I'm like, life does not end when you turn 30. How much of that storyline really comes from personal experiences, just when it comes to kind of the societal pressures that we have as women when it comes to age?
I mean, in terms of the finish line perspective, I totally agree that that's like, for some people that feels like a really real solid line. And I think for others, they're like, that's outdated. It's not there. And we wanted to show both perspectives. So that's really what Madison and Jules sort of do for us to frame the season, is that for Madison, this milestone is way more sort of official in her mind. And Jules is sort of more of like the attitude you just said of like, what is this? It's not a big deal. It's just another birthday. Like life is not ending. And I think that while Madison has to realize life is not ending, Jules has to realize life is starting though a little bit. Like it's starting to get more real. I've grown up alongside these characters. I wrote this pilot when I was 22, and now I'm 29, going to be 30. And so, 29, eventually going to be 30.
Yeah.
And,
right.
That's how birthdays work. And, when I look back on my earlier 20s, with me and my friends, I think there was a real sense of impermanence. Like, I'm doing this job for now. I'm dating this person for now. I'm having this hangover for now, and it's going to pass. And now that they stay forever. When you get hungover, you never stop being hungover. And I wanted to address with the women what is sort of happening with my friends and I now, which it's not that it's like 30 is this deadline to have everything figured out, but rather an opportunity where we're all checking in with ourselves and we're saying, okay, some stuff is not so temporary anymore. The jobs we have are our careers. The partners that we have are maybe going to be our partners for the rest of our life. The friends in our lives are going to be people we bring into the next chapter. So let's just really take stock of the relationships that feel good, the jobs that feel good, like really just, yeah, I think it's an opportunity to check in with yourself more than we wanted to position it as like this imposing deadline.
I mean, it's becoming, like you're saying, it's becoming more leaving behind some of the old stuff that you don't need anymore, and becoming more of your authentic self and what that is. And I think that that's really what Jules is she's going to, hopefully in season 3, all of them are going to deal with the stakes being higher now, and it's going to get real. I mean, maybe that's the season 3 thing.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the theme for season 3.
Life
gets real, you know? And maybe this poster is not cake. It's a little bit different because it's like, whoo, life gets real. Well, I appreciate it so much. I absolutely loved this season. Like, I am such a huge fan of the show. So thank you so much for chatting with Nerdophiles. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Have a good day. Nice to meet you too.